And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation.
Thank you.
Kidong bibi na.
Kevin, Russell Westbrook has passed the grade up.
Isaac, kiwa dia.
Uy, kuha na! Okay, kuha na kong green. Oh, traitor. Si Rostom, kung si Rostom, ako na siya rin. Uy, duha na, hindi. Ikaw ni mo doon.
Tuwan na natalat niya. Tuwan eh. Tama din, first pick na yan. First pick. Ikaw na lang kayo yung reserve isa. Hindi na kali makita kita kasi wala.
Okay.
To play doon rin ikaw ano.
Ay, play lagi di happy.
Play di Jeff, kung ipakita ba?
Di na, ito na.
Kaya. Takay.
Gamit ang player to.
Gamit mo na. Ulit ka na ya.
Sige na magamit lagi. No swing, wapo na swing. Swing ba?
Lagi. Oh my. Ulat ya. Dulang kita ron.
Kena ba oh, point? Slice. Swing slice. Behind.
Sakit dong anak.
Oscar Robertson for first overall.
David, you are too nice. Thank you so much. And Westbrook, he is incredible. Thank you, David. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Mobley and Allen, the two big men inside. Okoro out there with Garland. And it's LeVert in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, the two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Russell Westbrook out there with Avery Bradley. And it's Ariza in at the small forward position.
I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
And this, the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
It's stolen by Bradley. Now the Lakers on the break. Westbrook leading the charge.
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
Now, here's Westbrook after the miss from Evan Mobley. Here's LeBron. And stolen by Mobley. And now Okoro running the floor all by himself. 2 points. That one goes.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
James, the bounce pass. Ariza outside. Offline with his 3. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. LeVert from outside. That one, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, it just felt to me like they wanted it more. I mean, didn't get down emotionally when they got behind. And how about that third quarter one for the ages?
We've got a moment now to see the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the top shooters in the league. Second, Jared Allen.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
And it's Davis missing. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Allen. Passes it to LeVert. And Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple of years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to the bottom.
Now LeVert after Westbrook's missed 3. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul. Love check in for the Cavaliers. Lakers leading by 4. Here's Westbrook. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Tipped away. Now Cleveland moving it up. Garland with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Love wide open. He fires. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way.
Boy, AD showing you how strong and willing to work he is because that was a difficult bucket there.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And here's Love from the arc. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Ariza kicks to Bradley. With the shot. The Lakers rebound. Kicks it out to Ariza from past the arc. No good on the shot. Cavaliers go the other way with it. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Clock is at 3. And the rejection by LeBron.
Superb shot block. LeBron continues to add to his highlight reel of impressive rejections.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. A moment now to check out some numbers for LeBron James.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode. And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Okoro. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Okoro's got his second basket of the night.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Ariza kicks to James. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Westbrook. Here's Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
Garland against Westbrook. The slam dunk by Garland.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. A switch here also for Cleveland. Windler's checked in. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Garland looking it over. And there's the drive. They now take the lead.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Deep two from Anthony. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot, and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
And the pass to Windler. No good from outside. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Lakers on top, up by 1. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And now, a chance to hear LeBron James expound on the difference.
More delicate than defense.
You know, Greg, I could listen to him talk basketball all day.
And he makes a valid point. You can't just hustle your way to great offense. It takes time and chemistry.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
So with James on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. Howard is out there with Anthony. And there's Monk, and it's Reeves in at the 1. Now, here's Garland. Following the miss by Carmelo Anthony.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Tries to keep it alive. Howard can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to LeVert. He feeds it to Love. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Anthony. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis, of course, is a superstar at both ends of the court. LeBron James says his ability to guard anybody on the floor, 1 through 5, take the challenge to guard on the perimeter, and continue to protect the paint. It's hard to score on him. Guys?
He is a lead in every way. Thank you.
Early in his
his career, Love got the stretch 4 label, but he's always rejected it. He prefers to call himself a post player who can shoot.
And the Lakers making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Now, here's Garland. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. No good, and he's 3 of 6 from the floor. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Garland. Lakers have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Here's LeBron. That one falls.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
And this is year 1 of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. It would surprise me if he's got 4 more years left in the tank after that.
Man, what an athlete. Once he gets ahead of steam, Karis LeVert is impossible to stop. Good luck trying. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
The Cavaliers leading by 5.
And being over the limit this early, really defensively, they have got to play under control.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
First trip to the line for him here.
76% on the season from the foul line.
And he can't get the first one.
Sometimes I think we take watching LeBron James for granted. I mean, no player in league history has been the best in the league for well over a decade. Extended greatness from the king in terms of championship finals appearances and any other measurable you want to use.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And guys, you might remember that he was not their last outing.
Well, you know, whenever he got to the line, he just couldn't find the target. But nights like that do happen, even to the best of them. Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line. And those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
Passes it to Monk. Davis kicks to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, elite shot blocking is what Jared Allen gives you night in and night out, both inside and even on the perimeter, too. He's an excellent defender.
Now here's Rondo. He had 15 points last outing. LeVert with it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, I think of Karis LeVert as one of those guys capable of going off on any given night for big numbers. He has that kind of explosive ability offensively.
Horton Tucker's checked in for Los Angeles.
And that explosiveness of LeVert. We've seen it on nights when he gets hot and becomes unstoppable.
Greg, how about that game in 2020 when he went for 37 points in the fourth quarter in overtime alone? LeVert's a player that doesn't know the meaning of the phrase heat check. He can give it to you, boy.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Lakers. Westbrook kicks to Monk. Poked loose. It's stolen by Rondo. LeVert in the corner. Rondo scanning the floor. Kicks it out to Love. And another miss by Cleveland.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And there's another turnover by the Lakers.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Monk. He's right around 13 points a night, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Have jumper, will travel. I'm telling you. Most championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
Now LeVert, following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love.
Well, you give Karis LeVert that kind of positioning, guys. I mean, he's going to finish with power.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Down by 12. In the corner, it's Monk. Westbrook passes to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Horton Tucker. Off the run. And it's sent back by Allen. One-on-one here. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys, if for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for the Lakers. LeBron comes in for Monk. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Russell Westbrook.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
And good that time. Davis has got 8 points.
Yeah, you know, it's like the game is in slow motion for LeBron. He sees the entire floor and sees it so well, knows what's coming, and usually always makes the
Davis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. LeVert with a wide-open look. And another miss by Cleveland. Lakers trail by 12. James kicks to Anthony. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Here's LeVert. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so that... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They trailed by as many as 6 points in the first period. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. We've got LeVert. Allen is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Garland.
Always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's Garland. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Now here's LeBron. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Got a piece of it.
Super recognition that time to come up with a block shot, as LeVert was quick to recognize where he was and get off the ground.
Pass to LeVert. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. There's the drive.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark, not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. Garland, no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passes. Second is Darius Garland.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
And James drills them both. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. LeVert against Anthony. The pass to Windler. Cleveland moving the ball around. It's LeVert with the drive. Love finds Garland. Just 4 to shoot. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Down low. And it's sent back by Allen. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Outside Anthony. Pass to James. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Outside Anthony for the 3. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, I tell you what, the defender did a good job trying to challenge that shot, but Jordan's strength caused him to create the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Anthony against LeVert. Shot clock at 5. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be a illegal score. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Lakers, winding things down this season. They're in that all-important 9th position within striking distance of a playoff spot.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year, anyway.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Monk's checked in. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Howard comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Stanley Johnson in for Anthony Davis. And the Cavaliers call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Kulang ka. Parang pundo ba?
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Timeout called for the Lakers. And your Lakers girls. Let's give them a big round of applause.
The Cavaliers lead by 7.
Girls dance team.
Now LeVert. Outside Garland. LeVert with it. Now Anthony defending. Outside Garland. Johnson with the block. They recover it. And they recover it. Love trying to break loose. And he gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
Well, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
Howard. Lakers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion.
And Westbrook's high motor is why we love him. He goes out, Greg, and competes every play in every game.
No doubt, but I tell you what, he's tired of missing out on the NBA Finals. This is a guy that is hungry to get back to that stage. It'll be interesting to see if he can get it done.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on.
And then Monk with the dunk.
Yeah, you better mind the ball when you've got Russell Westbrook defending you. This guy stays in front. He's got active, aggressive hands.
There's Garland. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Garland's got 11 points.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
The 3 from Anthony. Traps in the tray.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now the Lakers on the break. Anthony leading the charge. Plenty of daylight on that shot. He's got 13.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
And Garland has it in the corner. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Yeah, and his offensive rebounding numbers have dropped off a little bit the last few years, but Love still works hard down low and gets his share of putbacks.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Outside Westbrook. Monk, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. The third quarter comes to a close. Cleveland ahead. They're up by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Now it's...
Play for each other!
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Monk. Johnson is out there with Anthony. Then there's Howard. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And so it's Cleveland with it, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Garland against Westbrook. Open shot. Love. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
And everything's flowing through Love tonight. And the plan is working like a charm. This has been a remarkable performance.
Westbrook. And it's sent back by Allen. Now, here's Garland. Pass to LeVert. And he drives in. Count it. And now it's a 9-point Cleveland lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Some changes here for the Lakers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Howard. Davis comes in for Johnson. And James subbed in for Malik Monk. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And so it's Cleveland with it after the missed three by Carmelo. LeVert finds Garland. Buries it from three-point range.
Boy, LeVert's showing you his unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, he loves getting you the ball.
Here's LeBron, and it's sent back by Allen. And the call will be against Travis LeVert. That'll be his second foul of the game. Right side Davis. And they get it. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Love outside. No good on the three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky.
You know, one of the things you have to do to try to stop Westbrook is get physical with him. Bump, slow him down some, especially on drives where he's looking to go right downhill, down your throat.
Now here's Allen. And it's blocked by Jordan. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lakers trail by 10.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Well, that shot was affected by Allen, no doubt about it. His length at 6'11", very active, solid defensively.
LeBron with it. Picked up by Love. Here's Westbrook. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 8th assist in the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
At LeVert. Love outside. Clock at 6. The pass to Windler. Back to Love. Allen trying to break free. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
Boy, completely inexcusable and unacceptable when you don't box out Allen. This guy is a monster as an offensive rebounder.
The kick out to Westbrook. A steal. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. Allen passes to Garland. Gets an open look and hits. Garland's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Cavs.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
Anthony against LeVert. With the drive, here's Allen. And the rejection by LeBron. And he gets it back. Just 5 on the clock. Here's LeVert. Lays it up and banks it in. LeVert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a tough make that was by LeVert. Refused to be denied, and great concentration.
James, the pass to Westbrook. James looking it over. Jordan trying to free himself up. Westbrook finds Anthony. Good on the triple.
And Melo is highly explosive, nailing shots left and right. The D has got to get it out of his hands.
It's LeVert on the wing. Driving the lane. There's the killer two-handed slam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Cavaliers.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And, partner, it sets up what should be a fantastic finale to the season series. Major bragging rights on the line that night.
And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight.
For Karis LeVert,
he was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
Now, here's Garland. Love the pass to Garland. 6 to shoot. Here he goes. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Windler's shot is off. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this.
Mali mong desisyon, Tom. Ano, ikaw sa'yo mo, magpatatsa ko gas, ah. Dito, Tom. Nakakatay ko, kami ni controller. Ayan, Tom.